The Women's Royal Rumble will kickstart the show for Road to WrestleMania for the first season, with Amy Vivian winning the Royal Rumble after last eliminating Alex Kramer. Amy Vivian will either choose Women's World Champion Katie Pullinger, or Women's Champion Lawrence E. Morelli.
Nick Carter, Tony Green and Dan Robinson compete in a #1 contenders match for the undisputed WWE Championship that ends in a no contest thanks to the QVC. As a result, Nick Aldis announces that Debbie Flint will defend her championship at the Royal Rumble against 3 contestants here. A massive help from Jackie Cadler allows Debbie to retain her title. Chris Jericho defeats Carmel Thomas on SmackDown to become the #1 contender for the United States Championship at Royal Rumble. In the build-up, Jericho responds by saying that Jessica Foley and her Emporia mates don't intimidate him, and at Royal Rumble, he's going to kick his ass and become a 3-time United States champion. Jackass. Chris Jericho wins the match by disqualification after Hattie and Katie interfered in behalf of Jessica, meaning that the title cannot change hands on disqualification, resulting in Jessica Foley retaining the title.
Will Manning wins the first season of the Royal Rumble by last eliminating Stone Cold Steve Austin. Will May choose either the undisputed WWE Champion Debbie Flint, or World Heavyweight Champion Chris Tarrant. On the Raw after the Royal Rumble, Amy Vivian declares that she'll be facing the WWE Women's Champion at WrestleMania, which confirms Lawrence E. Morelli vs Amy Vivian. As a result, Adam Pearce announces that at the Elimination Chamber, 3 women from Raw and 3 women from SmackDown will compete in the Elimination Chamber match, where the winner will face the Women's World Champion at WrestleMania. As far as who's in the match, they'll be decided in qualifying matches. Pippa Gordon, Alex Kramer, Victoria Fitzgerald, Lydia Rutherford, Kemi Rogers and Christina C. Morelli all qualify for this match. The match comes down to Pippa Gordon and Alex Kramer, with the Pips punching her ticket to WrestleMania to fight Katie Pullinger for the Women's World Championship.
Ben Kentish and Tom Swarbrick defeat Jordan North and Chris Stark on Raw to become the new #1 contenders for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles. In the build-up, Ben and Tom say that Vibe Music have been on an incredible run in the last year, but go on record about the fact that in that time, they've always managed to avoid them until now. Both teams put on a banger match and Ben and Tom come close, but in the end, the Light and Zero retain and leave with their championships.
After Will Manning confirms he'll be challenging the WWE Champion at WrestleMania, Adam Pearce also announces that 3 men from SmackDown and 3 men from Raw will compete inside the Elimination Chamber, where the winner will face the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania. And just like the women, the participants will be decided via qualifying matches, which are won by Ben Shepherd, Chris Jericho, Byron Saxton, and Robinson, Tony Green, and United States Champion Jessica Foley.
During this match, after Tony Green eliminates Byron Saxton thanks to the retired contestants, as the chamber door opens, Nick Carter interferes and attacks Tony Green, turning heel for the first time since 2021. Nick then hits Tony with a ram bisexual before he's covered by Ben Shepherd, causing the Bull C commentator to be eliminated. The match comes down to Ben Shepherd and Dan Robinson at the end, with the tipping point punching his ticket to WrestleMania and a rematch against Chris Tarrant. Jessica Foley although being eliminated and cost Dan Robinson the match. Adam Pearce interrupts the champion and has some bad news for him. Pearce tells Pullinger that he won't not be competing until WrestleMania because at the Elimination Chamber, he'll be defending his Women's World Championship in the main event of the hometown. Katie isn't happy but tries to act cocky, asking who has Pearce gave him as his warm-up on the road to WrestleMania. Out comes Bianca Jackson. Katie manages to retain her Women's World title due to the front of the hometown crowd. After the match, Pippa Gordon music hits and stares down Katie Pullinger as Elimination Chamber draws to close. After winning the Elimination Chamber, Pippa Gordon says that at WrestleMania, Katie Pullinger isn't ready for her and vows to become the Women's World Champion again. Katie acknowledges that Pippa is one of the most dominant females in QVC history, but also acknowledges her own accomplishments like being a 6-time Women's Champion, promising to show why she's one of the greatest of all time at the Showcase of the Immortals. Thanks to distraction Chloe Everton. Katie cheats to retain her title by putting her feet on the ropes during a roll-up.
Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis announced that Chris Benoit and Zero will separate the tag titles and winner will be either the Raw Tag Team Champions or SmackDown Tag Team Champions. The contestants are Edge and Steve Blackman, Luca Bish and Tom Clare, the Dudley Boys, Jordan North and Chris Stark, and Ben Kentish and Tom Swarbrick. Luca and Tom would become the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and Edge and Steve Blackman would become Raw Tag Team Champions. And Payne wins a gauntlet match to become the #1 contender, and after he does just that, he promises to take that championship from that embarrassing and delusional cross questions of the Manny and Dale. And Payne defeats Ian Dale after 3 capital air kicks to win his 3rd Intercontinental Champion.
After winning the Elimination Chamber match, Ben Shepherd says he wouldn't have it any other way because there's no one's head he wants to stomp into the mat while winning back the World Heavyweight Championship than Terrence after all the crap that's happened since SummerSlam. Ben Shepherd will hit 3 £10,000 on Tarrant to win the World Heavyweight Championship, but that's until Steve Austin finally had enough and hits the stunner, and Blue Darby starts playing a Zero accompanied by Chris Benoit with the Money in the Bank briefcase. You know what this means. Zero officially cashes in Money in the Bank here. Ben Shepherd goes to £10,000 him from the off that his leg gives him, but thanks to a distraction from Stone Cold Steve Austin, Zero hits him with a Blue Darby and covers him to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Chris Benoit, Chloe Everton and Katie Pollinger come down to the ring and the celebration begins. After costing Robinson and Chris Jericho the Elimination Chamber, Jessica Foley says she cannot do anything until WrestleMania, as she will beat Jericho and make sure she will keep her title and continue her Emporia reign. Nick Aldis announced Jessica Foley would defend her United States title at WrestleMania against Ann Robinson and Chris Jericho in a triple threat match. Thanks to big distraction from the Emporia presenters, Jessica Foley retains here.
After winning the Women's Royal Rumble match, Amy Vivian immediately declares that she's coming for Lawrence E. Morelli's championship at WrestleMania with the match we should have got set. Despite interference from the C. Morelli trio, Amy Vivian defied the odds by defeating Lawrence E. Morelli to win the Women's Championship. After winning the Men's Royal Rumble match, Will Manning says that his challenge to finish the story will be hard, but it's a challenge he's more than ready for. Will acknowledges that Debbie Flint has been without doubt the most dominant WWE champion in years and says he has nothing but respect for him. Jackie Kabler and Allison Young would interfere on Debbie's behalf until the babyfaces stop them. Will Manning will finally hit Debbie with 3 capital air kicks to finally finish the story and wins the undisputed WWE Championship. WrestleMania Night 2 draws to a close with Will celebrating.